Do I have to put one of them right next to you? Oh, I'm out of range. Whoops. Right, we need to make it reach an actual electric object first. And place it in the right range. Alright, electric mining. What does it require of me? Oh, I can build 6. That's handy. What does it require, though? Just circuits and wheels and plate. Okay, those are all things I have. I just realized that because I built so many of them at once, I have to wait for each component to build before it even starts producing. 12 circuits. Just watching something spin right now. Everything powered up here. Don't see anything blinking. Oh, I can highlight it from here. Kind of. I can't see how much fuel they have inside them. They're getting a little low. Not nearly as low as copper is, though, which might already be empty again. Alright, we're now building electric devices. Oh yeah. It's a nice big area. Gonna have to move it a little bit to the side. But that just seemed like a better location. Also, I'm gonna want to actually connect these, yeah. There we go. It's simple enough to move this a little bit over to make it fit better. There we go. Looks all right. And now we have it set up so that the source of the coal that we need in order to create power in the first place is itself being powered by the device, so that it's not, we don't have to worry about it running out of coal. Now we just need to spread, which is my goal. There's elements of my process here that might get a little out of whack. I can just slightly move a track here or there, though, to fix a few things here. Such as, yep. There we go. That's rectified for now. Now we just need power. And we're good to go. Yeah, I wonder if people end up using coal-based mining facilities after the first few minutes of the game, really. Or the first hour, I guess, because I say first few minutes because it feels early, but obviously a fair amount of time has already passed. But I don't see a lot of reason to go back to them at that point. Let's see. You guys are still using this? Yeah, let's put at least one of you over here. Just so I can be happy about the fact that this thing's all being automated. But we're going to want to also move our way over to the other side. Alright, so let's create our power system. Maximum length. There we go. Yeah, I can hold it down. Oops. There we go. That's a nice little segment. The nice little part of how that works is that you can hold it down and it keeps putting it at even intervals. After the first click anyway. Alright. So now all of our production of iron and coal is automated. I just need to work on automating the copper, and then I don't have to worry about jamming. Yeah, at that point there'll be no components on the board that I need to worry about jamming with coal all the time. And then I can start making these electric arms. Yeah, with electric inserters, I then won't have to worry about whether or not I have other supplies available to me. Are you guys filled up already? I'm being attacked, aren't I? Ow. Rude. You guys are all full up. We're gonna have to ramp up that part too. That'll be my next goal. Right after I finish what I'm doing right now. Is that... There we go. That's what I need to do, is just click on it individually one by one instead of doing shift click, just because it's more satisfying to have it make each individual one available to me one by one instead of doing all the individual components first and then going from 0 to max really quickly. Getting the power down here is going to be a bit of an ordeal, but I think I already have the supplies I need. So let's just get started. Let's see. Things are a little silly over here. Let's get rid of the track completely, right around the base. Oop. I'm going to manually place the drills down here, and then I'm going to figure out where the track goes. Again. Decent chance it'll be going along that side of the map. There we go. There's of course something kind of funny about laying the track for things that don't even work yet. I guess it is a logical order of things, but still feels a little funny because I have to go bring the poles all the way down here. There we go. Alright, I guess I'll start here. Nope, I'm not standing close enough. My bad. Alright, stand over here because I don't want to walk directly into the tree. That was a bad idea. Let's manually place these ones. Get to the holding down the click button later, when I don't have to worry about whether or not I'm in range of the devices. Here we go. Oops. Now we hold. For some reason, it just feels more satisfying to follow the track itself than rather than take that diagonal path that probably makes the most sense. Here we go. All right. Yeah, we're most of the way there now. Just need to get more of the supplies required to make the poles. Oh, I already have them. But after that, we're going to require more wood. So while those are crafting, I'm just going to mine more wood right here. For example, some of the stuff that looks like it would be in the range of being a hazard during a storm. It's going to blow over and screw up my cables. Which is not a thing that exists in this game, I don't think. But, you know, let's roleplay a little bit. Don't mind me just not making sense and being bad at video games. Right here. There we go. Onwards. Alright, now we just need to find our way straight over here. I want to build it somewhere, yep, where it's not touching the resources. And now those guys down there should be powered. Wish I could see from here, but everything should be working properly, hopefully. Unless I made a terrible mistake along the way. Or it's not creating enough power. Those are both kind of possible. They say they're not getting power. The poles definitely touch them. Let's look for a break in the cable. Maybe I misclicked somewhere when I had to start placing from scratch again. Die, trees! You're creating interruptions in my power supply. Could be I don't have enough power, period. Or is there a limit on how far you can reach with normal poles? Oh, there it is, never mind. There's the problem. Got it. Now we should have a supply coming in. What I'll probably want to do... Yeah, they're working, I can see it now. I'd like to add lights down there. I think any place that's powered, especially if it's a distance away, I want to add those powered lights to those locations, because then I can tell from a distance very easily if it's currently powered. Also, it just helps you see all your stuff at night, which is nice. Alright. So now it's just a matter of adding their power supplies accordingly. Let's see, right here. If I place it right there, I can now replace these with electric arms, which I'm going to want a lot of. Here we go. So I want to start getting rid of the burner arms altogether because they were using up my resources. I think when they're using electricity, they're technically using some kind of coal. In this case, unless you have solar panels, but at least I don't have to worry. This way, I won't have to worry about feeding them with coal, which means I can get rid of this guy altogether right now, because now he's feeding coal at a thing that doesn't need coal at all. That's not true at all. My brain just broke for a second there. I'm sorry. These things totally need coal. Excuse me while I undo my mistake. Yeah, my brain shut down for a second there, apparently. I was thinking in terms of the arms not needing coal, but of course boilers need coal. They're one of the things... Even when I was playing the later campaign missions, those were one of the handful of things that still needed coal. It's really just burners and furnaces. Let's unload real quick so you guys can keep producing for me. So you guys are all power-based? Yep. Okay. Now we start having some fun, huh? So I can't make long arms, I can only make these nice inserters here. Well, I can at least get rid of these then. Someone called attention to the fact that apparently you can just click... When you're upgrading something, you can just click on the upgrade and just place it directly on top of the thing. You don't have to worry about removing the other one first. I did not know that for a while. That's handy to know. Well, they are getting drowned in copper, aren't they? Let's see. I do kind of want to ensure that this is going to the right side of the screen. So I'll do this dumb little trick that I was using before, just to try to clean this up a little bit. There we go. I just don't want the copper and coal to clog each other. There's probably a more graceful way of handling this specific situation, but this has been my way of handling it for now. It's just a nice little trick involving how the what are they called again? Transport belts. I always call them treadmills. I'll probably still keep calling them that. But yeah, that little trick helps keep them on one side. And it's primitive enough that I can employ it literally the moment I start using these things at all, as opposed to having to worry about stuff later. We're gonna want defenses soon. But for now, probably time to start working towards our goal of some red science. Yeah. Let's build a few science labs. Let's build 5 science labs. And I'm going to put the science labs up here, kind of out of the way, just because there's a big production line I can create that'll probably go stretching in this direction, but there's only 2 types of science, right? There could be more science packs later in the game. I could always reorient my entire base though, but in the missions I've played so far, we only had green and red. And it's entirely possible that there'll be more later. But for now, I'll be happy to just mash them in this top corner where our production line is unlikely to head towards. Okay, our options here. Yeah, assembling machine. We're going to do automation. That's the exact thing that I'm looking for. There might be a more reasonable thing or a more optimum thing, but I literally am building science machines for the purpose of getting an automation. And that'll help me, once I have automation, I'll be able to automate the process of fueling the science machine. Because I'll be able to make an assembling machine that will specifically create, that'll be able to, once I have the, what am I trying to say here? Once I have the assembling machines, I can create the gears and so on, and then create, the science pack ones, which I always call red science so far. And that'll allow us to produce that stuff accordingly. Is there any reason to not put them next to each other? I don't think there is. Yeah, that'll be fine. Let's just get preemptively ready for this part. That's the treadmill we'll want. I guess it's not relevant yet because I can't even build the things to feed them in that general direction yet. Wow, there's a lot of components that goes into one science building. Just seeing how many pieces of copper and metal that's crafting through. Let's try to ramp up our smelting production next. I believe we're short on stone. Yes, right. That's the thing I need to do. I'll probably, the way I'll deal with stone is I'll probably just have it offload into a crate over here, just because it's not really part of the overall production cycle. I don't think, but it would be nice to have it being mined automatically. This is a big quarry over here, isn't it? Yeah. One of the larger amounts anyway. But I needed one of these electric ones here. Ah. Can I even cancel these things correctly? There you go. I just couldn't tell I was canceling it because I was clicking. There we go. Just want to set one of you up real quick. We'll get back to the red science in a moment. There we go. I want to ramp up my production here. How many okay, we need a lot more tracks before this is going to work properly. That'll get us started. Oh, we have more tracks than I thought we did, don't we? Oh yeah. I saw a stack of 12, but there's probably a whole stack of more below that. Alright. A little further. We'll grab more supplies. And once I have my stone supply, we'll be in a little bit of a better shape for that part. Let's go ahead and supply the bit that I've found so far. And that one's pure. That one's already being fueled. I guess I could combine them. No, they're not gonna last that long anyway. It's fine. I was thinking I should combine. I was thinking I should spread the science packs amongst the groups, but it's not really worth the effort because I won't be providing more science in time before. It's a weird sentence to say. I won't be providing more science in time before they run out, regardless. No matter how I distribute them. Boop. Oops. Messed that up. There we go. I just want to bring this all the way back up to the base and then like dump it into a crate where I can easily just retrieve it without having to go running around. Oops, range problems. I always forget that I have to be closer to my target. Alright, that's a decent distance. Make it slightly closer. I'll put it like right here, actually. Want to make it slightly closer just so I don't have to move the power cable. Let's make our first box. What's the difference between these things? Oh yeah, the iron chest stores twice as much and has doubled hit points. Alright, now I just need to create power lines. That'll be easy enough. Come on down. This is a handy trick, being able to do this. Wow, it honestly didn't feel that far away at first. I really ran out of... Wow, okay. Oh, I can craft them just fine. I was worried that I would have to come back for it. I seriously managed to run out of cables right when I got there. I guess the stone is nearly as far away as the copper is. But at least now I'll have a supply of this stuff so I don't have to come back here all the time for it. Let's go ahead and grab some of it directly from the source though. Just to help out. Mining for perhaps the last time, for stone at least. So I'll have a nice box I can visit whenever I want more of it. In fact, left unattended, there's a decent chance that this thing will just completely mine that quarry out without me even really paying attention to it. 'Cause it'll just keep working away, and I'm not sure, but that box might have more storage space than that quarry has stone in the first place. Nailed it. Alright. Let's go ahead and spread these out. Alright, we have a 50-50 now. I want to distribute these evenly just so it doesn't look crazy to me. There we go. Oh, out of poles again. Got a few things to get here. Alright, poles and tracks expanding, and then we'll be good. And now I'll be able to use... Yeah, now that they're powered, I can go ahead and create the system to continue from here too. Let's see. Because now I can extract them, which will be handy. Okay. Now there's an output. Sort of breaking my order of operations a little bit. This is... Oops, my bad. I think I just shift-clicked at that. There we go. You're being powered. The number of interlocking lines here is slightly terrifying. Oops, out of range. There we go. There we go. Now we actually have a place it's all being fed to. Let's make more tracks to continue. Then next up we'll be making more furnaces to just really ramp up production. Create a nice baseline so I don't have to keep supplying things. But before long I'm going to want to supply myself with more turrets. Well, any turrets. Can I even build turrets? I can build a radar and that's it. Alright, no. So I'm going to want to build turrets at some point, or I'm going to be in trouble. Here we go, we have actual production now. Look at us getting things done. Alright, there's my stone. How much do we have built up? Wow, quite a bit already. Alright. More furnaces. Then I can keep... From there I could even build up what I'm building over there. Let's see. Let's build our science packs. In fact, just go ahead and build as many science packs as you can while I work on this network we have here. I should probably be building more things to smelt iron than copper, because I think you generally use iron more. But I'm not super concerned right now. I might try to devise a system where we're kind of doubled up on one over the other. That is the wrong direction. Let's try. There we go. Cool, you can actually place them again. You can even change their what direction they're facing without having to worry about removing them first. I'm discovering these things for the first time. Alright. That's all in order now. Just need power. Gonna need more poles than that. Eventually I'll be able to make poles that have a size that makes more sense. I should probably check on our source of power. It says available performance is full, so I guess we're not... I believe that means we're not having to worry about overusing power so far. I've never actually overtaxed my power system so far, so to the point where I'm not entirely sure how you do. Put the steam engine away. I'm not really planning on using that right now. I could set up a parallel one at some point, though. Yeah, we'll put away the burner, too. Those are just sort of almost semi-garbage items at this point. I might... Yeah, let's go dump those in the chest. Just so I'm not looking at them. Nope, not... maybe not the steam engine, but the burner inserter, burner miner. We're going to be done with those for a while. Steam engine stays in the inventory. There's my extra labs I was waiting for at some point. Alright. And this is how you make progress towards automation, while also awkwardly standing on a treadmill, so you have to worry about whether or not you're going to fall off. There we go. That'll progress us pretty quickly towards automation. Oh yeah, look how fast it's moving now. We're good to go. I'm just spamming poles now, and it's a weird nightmare of overlapping wires. That is not how you would connect those wires if you were doing this. There we go. Now we have automation. There's a lot of technologies here. This one it gives me automation 2, but the main thing is it gives you a smart inserter. Did not know you could get access to a smart inserter that fast. This gives you a fast inserter, which is a prerequisite for making a smart inserter. Gives you it gives you a splitter. It gives you underground belt. That's probably my priority. This one just gives you lights, which I would like, but still. Oh, gun turret. Yeah, I should probably be setting up basic defenses. Let's start off with the gun turret. There we go. But importantly, with what we have right now, I can set ourselves up to create science on the fly. Let's see here. So I can now make assembling machines. Let's go ahead and just grab some supplies. There we go. Make a couple of you, because one of you is going to make gears, and then let's see, we need gear and copper. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna want a bunch of tracks. This is gonna awkwardly go through everything because I don't have underground tracks yet. But we'll be replacing this with something better soon enough. Let's see here. Yeah, this is a whole system that's going to bother me at first too, because it looks wrong to do it this way. But for now, I'll accept it, and just come with the assumption that we're just going to rip this all up in a moment anyway, before long. So replace it. Let's see here. So the track needs to come by you. Oops, out of range. Put that in there. You are going to make gears. And you're going to make red science, which requires gears and copper. Good. And you're all going to require power. Good. You unload into that. You load out into that. Good. Gonna have to build one more of those, and some more tracks, which requires more iron. Thankfully we have that in spades. And they're not named David. Alright, tracks. Good to go. Just need my arms now. Did we craft any arms? Oh, we crafted more tracks. I needed one more, at least one more arm right now. To go that way. There we go. So you're building red science. You're building gears. And we can send you right over here. Bam. Research officially automated. Nope, not quite. Research almost automated. Get a few more arms built. Then things will be getting fed in there just right. Alright. And of course they need power. Because all things require power. Oops, out of range. Good. Good. Alright. The downside is right now we only have one assembling machine. So I could use more, but I don't really have a way of splitting it unless I want to make a second gear builder too. Yeah, I don't have a lot of ideal ways of doing that yet. But soon we'll be done with turrets, and then I can research splitters and so on. And that'll give me the ability to supply these things in better capacities. Unless I want to create a redundant system here. Huh. I guess I could create this slightly differently still. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's a little silly because I'm about to get splitters anyway. I'll just accept that. So now splitters are on the way. What do I need for my gun turrets? Lots of iron. Can now build 2 gun turrets. And let's finish off with all the ammo we can craft. That'll keep us busy. I haven't had any alerts so far, so I don't think that the copper mine is under attack yet. But for now, I'll probably want to put one of the turrets at each of those locations. Just to defend, especially this one, because I'm so far away. That I want to make sure that's not being under attack. The copper is so backed up because I have so many things mining copper compared to how much copper I'm actually processing. It's good though, it means I don't have to make the run all the way down here so often. Let's create a couple of defensive systems here. There we go. And each of you gets a chunk of the ammo. Forgot to actually... Oh, there we go. Lost track of the fact that it was over there. There we go. They're both ammoed up. I basically invested everything I had into defending that spot just because it's far away. I can manually defend the high up one, but it's also where I'll be in the proximity of when I get the opportunity to build more stuff anyway. Things are progressing. It's nice to see it all lit up at night too. Are we underproducing? Oh, we are underproducing on our... Yeah, it makes sense we'd be producing a little less iron because we're using more and more iron and we still only have 2 things actually creating it in the first place. I should probably fix that. Let's see, to mine we require... This is the part where I lose track of what page things are on. Oh yeah, just more... Well, yeah, need more iron to make more iron mining facilities. I can see how this problem happens. Alright, those will be ready soon. These poor things are progressing slowly. They very rarely have any actual vials to go on, but it's something. The important thing is that we're actually at least making some kind of progress along the way. Alright. Let's try not to overlap the area that's covered too much. Here we go. You need power too. Oop, range. More belts. Actually, might be running out of... Yeah, I'm running out of belts. That's not good. I need those belt supplies. What will I do without them? Oh, had just enough. There we go. And just like that, we have doubled our supply of iron. Or our bandwidth of iron, I suppose the proper terminology. How much stone do we have? Lots of stone. Just grab another 100. There we go. I can build all the furnaces I want. Although my ability to put more furnaces on the screen is blocked off by my science production facility, but that will be rectified when logistics is all set up, because then we can have a more organic way of splitting things off in different directions, while hopefully having a nice long supply line for crafting this stuff. So we definitely are, yeah, I don't need to build any more mining facilities at this point, just seeing how backed up everything is. And this thing's shockingly self-sufficient. Still doesn't seem to indicate that we're running out of power or anything. And this whole thing is just chugging it full of coal. It's probably barely ever has to actually do anything. You can put 3 modules in there. I haven't played with modules yet. I had a few in my inventory at one point that I didn't use, which I'm sure someone will leave comments about at some point if they haven't already. I think they already have. So you're having no trouble getting more. Let's put you a little more in there. Don't want to interrupt your supply too much. Alright. Let's work on our local gun now. So it won't always be obvious where to put these, but I think I'll start off by the quarry, because you can see on the map, straight to my east right now is the primary enemy nest. So I've just put one over here. That'll be a nice starting spot. Gonna need more ammo. That's thankfully a pretty fast thing to produce. There we go, you got 10 clips, and I'll have more coming my way to keep myself safe. I'm halfway tempted to create a redundant power system down there for no real reason other than just to be absolutely sure I never need more power. Alright, I think I'm going to take a break. But we're off to a good start here.